Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are powering up your portfolio. We're going to assemble the ultimate crypto dream team for February 2026, a lineup of digital heroes from the unbreakable legends to the high-flying specialists, all based on the absolute latest market intel.
So, right now, the market's kind of catching its breath. And for a lot of people, that signals caution, right? Time to back off. But for the savvy dip buyers out there, this is a golden moment. It's an opportunity to scout your talent and build a roster for the next big run. So let's dive into the strategy for building that winning team.
Okay, so here's the scene. We're in a market that's feeling the squeeze from all these wider economic uncertainties. It's created this tense, sideways movement. But here's the thing. It's also revealing some absolutely perfect strategic entry points for anyone who's ready to make a move. All right, here's our mission briefing. We'll start by assembling our core legends, then recruit the narrative specialists for key trends, deploy some high-risk wildcards, formulate our battle plan for allocation, and finish with what is, without a doubt, the most important mission of all. First up, we've got to assemble your core legends. Look, every great team, every championship roster, it always starts with those iconic, unshakable heroes. So let's meet the big three that are going to anchor your entire portfolio.
And our first draft pick is, of course, it's Bitcoin. It's the benchmark. It is the ultimate anchor for any portfolio. Its key power move? Massive institutional adoption. We're talking ETF inflows soaring past $18 billion, and get this, long-term holders control over 70% of the supply. This hero is not going anywhere.
Next up, we recruit Ethereum, the mastermind. Think of it as the global supercomputer for all those decentralized apps and NFTs. With its recent upgrades, it's gotten way more scalable and efficient, and it still completely commands the DeFi, that's decentralized finance space, locking in almost 75% of the total value. And rounding out our core legends is Solana, the speedster. Yeah, it's had some bumps in the road, but it has emerged as this lightning-fast hub for retail activity. I mean, its combination of speed and low fees is already pretty incredible, but the upcoming Fire Dancer upgrade, it's targeting over 1 million transactions per second. Just wow.
Okay, with our core legends in place, it's time to recruit the narrative specialists. These are basically squads of heroes, each one built to capitalize on 2026's most powerful and fastest-growing trends.
First up, the AI agents. You know this narrative is a massive growth driver. We have projects like BitTensor creating decentralized intelligence networks. Think of a global brain. Then there's Fetch.ai, building autonomous bots that can trade or manage services for you. And AIOZ, which is merging AI with decentralized media. This is where two of the world's biggest technologies literally collide.
Next is the RWA Brigade. RWA, that stands for real-world assets, and it's all about bringing tangible things like real estate, art, even U.S. treasuries onto the blockchain. Ondo Finance is a huge leader here, while Hedera provides the super secure enterprise-grade network that giants like Google trust to make it all happen. This sector is attracting some serious institutional interest.
And we can't forget the DePIN Vanguard. DePIN, or Decentralized Physical Infrastructure. I know, it sounds complicated, but the idea is actually pretty simple. It's a way of using the blockchain to manage real-world resources. So, for example, Render is creating a global network for shared computer processing power, which is essential for AI, while Filecoin is building the foundation for totally distributed data storage.
Okay, now for the wild cards. Every team needs that one player who can just change the game in an instant, right? Well, these are our high-risk, high-reward plays. Think new meme coins or maybe some emerging gaming tokens. They're designed for short-term missions. They can be incredibly powerful, but they require precise timing and very careful handling.
And this right here just illustrates the difference perfectly. On one side, you've got your core legend, Bitcoin, a store of value you hold for the long haul. On the other side, a wild card, maybe a brand new project just riding a wave of hype. It thrives on short-term stories and crazy volatility. Here's the key. You don't trade a legend, you trade a wild card. So, you've assembled your heroes. You've got your legends, your specialists, and your wild cards. But how do you actually deploy them on the field? It's time to formulate the battle plan and structure your team for success. Okay, one really popular strategy that the sources talk about suggests this balanced approach. A full 50% of your allocation goes to your core legends, Bitcoin and Ethereum, providing that stable foundation. 30% goes to other major heroes, like Solana, and then the final 20% gets deployed into your higher growth narrative specialists.
And this whole framework actually has a name. It's known as a core satellite strategy. It's a really disciplined and proven way to manage your risk by building around a solid center, while still letting you capture that explosive upside from your more specialized, high-growth assets.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. If we look at how the big institutions are doing it, we see really similar models, just tailored to different risk appetites. A conservative portfolio might be 80% Bitcoin. An aggressive one might bring that down to 60% to make more room for altcoins. But the key takeaway here is that no matter the strategy, Bitcoin and Ethereum always form the core of the team.
We've laid out all the intel, we've profiled the heroes, and we've formulated the strategy. But your final mission, well, that's the one that truly determines success or failure. Just let this quote from CoiningCube sink in for a second. Hype is temporary. Narratives can fade away just as quickly as they appear, and history shows us pretty clearly that the vast majority of projects simply won't survive over the long term, which is exactly why your strategy is so important. So, and this is super important, you have to remember that this explainer is a strategic framework based on market data. It is not a shopping list. The most important rule in this entire space is always the same. Do your own research. Vet your heroes, understand their strengths, and know all the risks. We've given you the playbook. The market is consolidating, and it's presenting opportunities for anyone who's prepared. The question now is, which heroes will you choose to lead your 2026 crypto mission? The power is in your hands to assemble the team and execute.